Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Y'all, today is a study vlog. We are on our way to the library to study. I'm gonna take you guys with me. It is approximately going on 3 o'clock, okay? So we're gonna go over the subject I'm studying, how I feel about it, changing my major, going back to school, getting my 3rd degree, probably getting a 4th degree. You guys will come with me, but let's go ahead and get the Dunkin', because y'all, that Dunkin' coffee is so freaking good. And I'll put my Dunkin' order here on the screen for you guys if you guys want to go try it, because it's too good, honey. Make sure I'm at the right place. Okay, it's a Bahama Ice Matcha, and oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, I placed my order. Y'all, I need a new phone. This is not even funny. Like, why is it not? It's not working. It's like every time a new phone come out, then the previous phone that you got, it just jacked up. Dollar choice for pickup or dining. What? Place order. Why can I not place an order with Dunkin'? The app is just tripping. Okay, let's go here. You have an existing order. Yes, view cart. Come on, come on. Oh no, I don't want 2. I want 1. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's go. I just placed it, so I know it's not going to be ready by the time I get there. But it's so nice outside today, too. My hand's itchy, so does that mean we're gonna come into some money? I just had a mobile order. So y'all, I had to get me a library card. I haven't had one. She went to go put my name in the system, and I did not have a library card. So now I have a library card, which is so cool. Jacksonville Public Library, start here, go anywhere. This is cute. I love this little design. I'm gonna actually sign it too. So I have my Longchamp bag. This is gonna be my study bag for my spring semester. So yeah, I bought this last year. This is a great travel bag, but I have already deemed this as my study bag. So I have my charger, and then I have my iPad mini. I have my headphones, my iPad, and my MacBook Air. I actually have been paperless this whole semester, which is really shocking because I thought that I would not be paperless. Like, I don't know, I didn't really want to be paperless. I really wanted to be paperless, but I didn't know if I could with chemistry. So, and this is the same case I had when I got this is a Kate Spade case. I got this from Best Buy, and my MacBook Air is old, y'all. I definitely need a new one, but we're gonna wait before we get one. Then I have my TI calculator. Was it TI 84 calculator? So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and log in. We're gonna go check. I think it goes this way. Yeah. Since it's, where's my mic? Oh, I have my mic on. Since it's springtime, spring break, I'm going to look at what is due when I get back from spring break and go over some of the concepts prior to the next segment that we're going to learn. I think we are doing, we're chapter 4, 5, and 6. So I don't know what's going to be on this next test. I think the next test is chapter 4, 5, and 6, or 7. I could be wrong, but I want to look at that. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to look at that and make sure I'm studying the right chapters and I feel confident with what I do. Let me jump on their Wi-Fi. They have a password? Oh, public library. There we go. And when I study, I am the type of person that it has to be complete silence. Like, I need to go in a closed room. I need everything to be closed off. I don't need to see nobody. I can't have no TV on. It has to be completely silent for me to study. Like, that's just me. It's all right. The lighting in here is not that bad. It is hot in here. So now we know next time to bring my little miniature fan or something. I stopped and pick up a water too. Okay, let me log into everything that we have. My laptop is on 82%. My iPad mini, I think, is on, I think everything is charged. So I want to discuss what I am majoring in now. At first, I was not going to share it with nobody because I felt like, you know, when you share it with people, they just always want to speak negative about it. But I was like, you know what, God, you gave me confirmation on what I need to be doing. So this is what I'm going to be doing. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So I am going to school to become a registered nurse. I already hold my bachelor's degree. I have my associate's degree and my bachelor's degree. And I went to University of North Florida, and which is UNF, and they told me that I would need to retake chemistry, a different chemistry, anatomy 1, anatomy 2, microbiology, and then I can start the nursing program. So a total of 4 classes that I can start and take the nursing program. So they said my GPA was a 3.9 when I previously graduated school. I was like, what? And I didn't even know my GPA was that high. Mind you, I was in college like 5 years ago. So they were like, you know, you're good to go. We have a 1-year program for registered nurses. I was like, what? I'm trying to remember my password, y'all. For a registered nurse, it can be completely done online until you have to do your, I do not care about that. It can be done completely online until you have to do your clinicals, which you will be signed a hospital, go to, all that good stuff. I have a grade. Did she update my grades? Okay, here we go. Okay, she did. I got a 13.5 out of 15. This one's not due until March 29th. And then, oh, so our test is not until April 5th. So my second test is April 5th. And then, yeah, okay. We don't even have a final in this class. So it's April 5th. I'm taking chemistry, organic chemistry, and I am on assignment. We already did assignment 4, so my next assignment is not due until March 29th. So my second test will be on module 4, 5, and 6, and I kind of felt comfortable with module 4. 5 was a little, we haven't even discussed 5 yet, so I don't even know. I wonder if I can go ahead and read ahead with module 5 and 6, it might not be open. She does not open up any of the proctors, like the assignments, until the week of, which I think is crazy because people like me want to work ahead. We got a life. Um, but back to the nursing. One day I was like leaving the mortuary and I was talking to one of the state embalmers and he was like, "How old are you?" And he worked for the whole city of Jacksonville, Florida. And I was like, hold on, y'all. Okay, that's better. He was like, "How old are you?" I was like, "I am 41." He's like, "Look, sweetie, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something. You're gonna have to move to the West Coast if you want to be a successful embalmer." He said, "I think you have the willpower, the ability, the strength to do it." He said, "But you're not gonna make no money. It's like you're kind of like late in the game." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Cradle to grave process when it came to embalming. Me being such a girly girl and a perfectionist, I felt like I could add, something to the whole, funeral business, especially here in Jacksonville, Florida. I felt like there were not a lot of women morticians. I did not see a lot. There was one that I met, and she was actually kind of, not nice. I went to a funeral what do you call it, meeting, and I was a guest of someone and they were looking down on me because they didn't even know I had degrees. They didn't know I have certifications. They didn't know anything about me. They were just judging me. And I felt really uncomfortable. But then I met him through someone else. And he really talked to me, gave me advice, helped me. So I was like, okay, God, I was talking to my dad like I always do. I'm a daddy's girl. And my dad was like, well, just pray about it, sugar. Just pray and see. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna pray about it. So y'all, I prayed about it and I told God leaving the gym, if you want me, if I need to and you want me to be a nurse, let me see a yellow bus, a yellow, something yellow, bright, semi, has to be bright, big bird yellow, right? So I remember it was Friday night and I was leaving the gym. I was passing the newer apartments they built on the right side. And I was like, okay, God. So Saturday, I didn't see none. Sunday, I didn't see none. Monday, I was on my way to work. And I was looking down, looking at traffic, talking to my dad on the phone. And y'all, it's like everything stood still. In front of me was a yellow semi. There was no cars behind him. There was no nothing. The semi just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, that semi was not there. That semi truck was not there. It's like it just popped up out of the sky. And I got the a Curve Brown tote, and I went to Hobby Lobby, and there was a pendant for a yellow school bus. So I put it on my Curve Brown tote. I will insert a picture here of it. So every time I get a little discouraged on this journey, it's because of my age or, just not having the support that I think I need to have to do what I need to do. I'm reminded of that. God gave you confirmation. So that's why I started to share this journey on my TikTok, on my YouTube, on my Lemonade account, because I wanted people to see, like, if I could do it, you could do it too. And I'm grateful that God gave me confirmation because now I'm like, okay, this is what you're going to be doing. Like I said, the process is going to take a year. What is it? The advisor at UNF was like, you have a spot. You just have to finish these. So I decided to go back to Florida. Florida State College of Jacksonville, and I enrolled. I changed my major from funeral services to nursing. And the lady I had to go speak to everybody was like, why are you leaving Why are you leaving funeral services? You were so happy, you were embalming. And I kind of told them the story and they were like, oh, wow. So I was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and do nursing. Now, what type of nurse I want to be right now, I do want to do labor and delivery, or I want to be a psych nurse, or I want to be a forensic science nurse. That will probably change once I get in the field. I don't know. I do want to be a traveling nurse, and I will take you guys with me on that journey. But who's to say once we start this journey, God might push me in another direction? I don't know. But you guys are here with me, so just let the journey begin. the journey has already started. We only have one more month left of this class and we're done. I think the class ends on, was it April 30th? But April 26th. And then we have our test, module 7, 8, and 9. And that is it. And hopefully she gives us extra credit. She hasn't put it out there yet. So we're going to see.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. She will wait for you. God is so faithful and patient. Yes, you gotta see every single time you need him. I promise he'll be right there. Want you to believe if you get up on your knees, he can wipe away every tear. Why don't you wait for the king? Why don't you wait for the king? Why don't you put down those dreams and get with the Lord and Savior? Get with the Lord and Savior. Get with the Lord and Savior. Get with the Lord and Savior. Open my mouth to give him praise. Open my lips to give him grace. God is the king of my life. God is the king of my faith. Nothing I can do without him. I can't even move without him. I do nothing yet without him. Just you gotta see every single time you need him. I promise he'll be right there. Want you to believe if you get up on your knees, he can wipe away every tear. Why don't you wait for the king? Why don't you wait for the king? Why don't you put down those dreams?
It is already going on 5 o'clock. An hour went by so fast. And I'm the type of learner is I learn by pictures. I'm a physical, like, I need to touch. There's 5 different learning styles, and I'm a visual learner. I'm also learned by repetition, doing it over, and hearing. So I'm happy that each chapter has videos, has audios, and then what I do is I go straight to YouTube and I put in that same section. So this one right now is identifying a chemical reaction and a physical change. So what I do is I take that and I go straight to YouTube, and then I will watch a video on how to identify a chemical reaction and a physical change in section 5.1. Those are some tips that I use. I really wish I would have bought my Ray-Bans. I don't even know how I left them. I don't. They're supposed to be in my purse, but they're not. And it talks about the reaction. Then they have a picture. And I really love how the layout is in this book, because you can just teach yourself. And I think a lot of problem people have with teaching themselves is they don't find a quiet space. They don't go by themselves. They try to do their work at home. I cannot study at home. I need to come to a library. That is just works best for me. So if you're struggling with retaining their information, distractions, get out the house and come to the library. And the library is pretty cool. Okay, so this library is open to 6. We're going to leave here at 5:30. I'm going to try to go ahead and do all 14 homework assignments before I leave. And then I'll be back and let you guys see what I got on my assignments. And see, like, how we do our homework is they go over everything prior to us doing our homework. We have a review on every assignment. So there's no way you cannot pass. Watch the video, take the notes, the illustration, and keep practicing. But I love that they do offer this prior to every assignment. Y'all, it's something about his voice that I find very satisfying when he's teaching it, but it's converting mass to moles. So I kind of understand it, but I'm going to do some more practice. Like every day, I'm going to practice while we're on spring break, just to make sure I grasp the material. Yeah. Whew. Y'all, y'all see my score? I got 100 today, and she gives us 3 attempts on our homework assignment. So it took me 47 minutes to complete this homework, but we got 100. So we're good, and we are done. We are actually a week ahead, so 2 weeks ahead. So that gives me 3 weeks to study for my next test. I have no homework. Everything is done. I'm so proud of myself. It took me a while to do my homework, but we got it done. Do I understand some of it? Will I need this in the next season? Baby, maybe not. We're just trying to get through the course, y'all. So I'm very proud of myself. So we're about to go ahead and make our way to, I want to go to Marshall's, and I want to go to Target. I need to pick up a new case for my DJI because my current case is a little flimsy, and this DJI, I'm not going to pay $900 again for it. And my warranty expired, so if it breaks, I'll have to get a new one. But we're going to praise and trust God that nothing is going to happen to my DJI. But I just want to make sure. So let's pack up and let's head on out and get up out of here because we are done. We are done. We are done. We are done studying.